So in today's video, I'll talk about our family trip to Costa Rica. We went in July during the rainy season to La Fortuna and stayed there for 6 nights. My kids were 6 and 3. It was one of their favorite trips and was also our cheapest international vacation. Total cost was just below $6,000. This included flights, hotel stays, and activities. We flew from Vegas to San Jose and landed at night. I would definitely recommend staying at a hotel right around the airport that first night and then taking off the next morning. I would not recommend driving in the dark from San Jose because of the lack of streetlights and one-lane roads. So this is a country you definitely want to drive around yourself. After a good amount of research, we used Hertz car rental, which ended up being just fine. They had no hidden fees, no issues with pickup or drop-off. They even delivered the car to us for a small fee, but we had to return it to their business office at the end of our trip, and we were shuttled back to our hotel. Online made it sound terrifying driving in Costa Rica, but it wasn't bad at all. Most of the roads to La Fortuna are paved. We hit a few one-lane roads, and some of it was a little winding for those that get carsick. One rule, just follow the speed limit. The locals do drive fast here, but they'll just drive around you. So as mentioned before, we were in La Fortuna during the rainy season. We were fairly lucky as there was only one day where our activity was canceled from the thunderstorm. 2 days included light rain during our activities, and most mornings started with a heavy rain that stopped by the time we were all up for breakfast around 8 or 9. We loved this being from Vegas. The overcast weather made it much more tolerable than some of the sunny days that felt much hotter. La Fortuna is located north of San Jose, and drive time was about 3 to 3.5 hours. Monteverde was another location we were looking at, but both locations pretty much have the same type of activities. I ended up picking La Fortuna because of Arenal Manoa Hotel. The scenery around the hotel was amazing to walk every morning, and we ended up getting a suite with a private pool which the kids absolutely loved. The hot springs on site were nice, warm but not hot. They did have a hot tub, however, and the resort does offer a complimentary breakfast buffet, which was good. Moving on to activities, we had them planned every day. These included a night tour for animals. Here they have a lot of animals active at night. The next day we went ziplining, where the kids even got to do a few lines on their own, even with how young they were. We drove up a mountain to do a treetop walk above the rainforest. We went to La Fortuna waterfalls. This has lots of stairs, so be mindful. We did a coffee chocolate tour. This was more informative than it was drinking a bunch of coffee, unfortunately. And lastly, went to a sloth sanctuary and saw a handful of sloths and other animals here. The local food here was very consistent with their themes of rice, beans, plantains, chicken, so by the end of the trip, it definitely was one thing I was okay leaving. However, the one thing I do miss and highly recommend was the sour sop drink. It was delicious and also has a number of health benefits. A quick coffee recommendation from a coffee snob would be Vitality Coffee. That's it for now. Check out my Costa Rica activity video for a more in-depth review of these. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe.